We may as well get started. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to 256 Dandelion Drive in this always highly prized pocket of Rowville. On behalf of the selling agents, Edwin, Shang and Sue Kelly-Brown, proudly representing the team from Harcourts Real Estate in Mount Waverley. Thank you so much for your attendance, and we are looking forward to receiving your bids for what you can all appreciate is very much a turnkey sale. All of the hard work has been done. This property has been renovated beautifully. So no doubt, once you have purchased this property, you will love living here. We are selling here today under Victorian auction conditions, which simply do state that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit the auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a very reasonable and realistic reserve price, and as the auctioneer I will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders and bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding. It does provide fines for this conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids, and the words that I will use during the call of the auction to indicate that I am making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Now, inside the house on the kitchen bench has been on display the contractor sale and vendor statement section 32, which is the document which, once you have read through and really fully understood it, it's a very easy document to read through and understand. That is the document, the contractor sale, that once you have purchased here this afternoon, immediately post the auction, you will then be hanging around and autographing, executing, signing off as the purchaser. It is unconditional in its nature here today, being that it is an auction. We are seeking from you a 10% deposit, and the settlement date is quite flexible, anywhere from 30 to 60, even up to 90 days from today's execution date. If you've got any slight variation to that, as long as Sue or Edwin have said that's fine, you can go ahead and bid on that basis. The property is being sold with vacant possession. It is being sold on an as-is basis. That vendor statement, section 32, which is attached to the contractor of sale, does summarise all of the outgoings applicable to the property and all of the services which are connected to the property. Really easy document that is neatly summarised for you here this afternoon for what you can all appreciate. And as the brochure does read, this home is as fresh as a daisy. It is a turnkey sale in the truest sense, but this location here in Rowville really has seen the upward surge in capital values over the last several years. And when you have a look at all of the locational attributes that this area has to offer, close to absolutely everything, Stud Park, Wellington Village, Knox City, all very, very close proximity away, a myriad of local schools and transport routes all in and around this area, has seen this area really evolve into this area that it is now, hence the capital growth that you have seen. A very low maintenance 4-bedroom, low set brick home this, which, as you can all appreciate, renovated to a beautiful standard. It's basically like buying a brand new home. But you know what? The main thing that I do want to emphasise to you here this afternoon, you've seen the range, and also too, you have studied the comparable sales for properties in and around this area. We do have a very, very keen reserve price. This property has been the recipient of a lot of interest. You'll certainly feel justly proud once you have purchased this property here this afternoon. Such a good reserve price. Bid confidently, buyers. I wish you all the best in your buying endeavours here this afternoon. But you know what? I'm done talking. I'm over to you. What's it worth in your opinion to start me away at number 256 Dandelion Drive? An opening bidder and offer to start me away here this afternoon in this pocket of Rowville. Let's see how we go. I won't call out a figure. I'll leave it to yourselves. Let's see how we go. An opening bidder and offer to start me away, perhaps in the 7s somewhere, maybe 750 is a good place to start, perhaps as a guide. Not that much further to go thereafter. At $750,000, perhaps an opening bid to start me away. 750, could we say? 750. Okay, well look, I'll just take a vendor bid just to get me started, just to break that little bit of awkwardness at the start. At $750,000 vendor bid, just to give me a start, and I look to see a nice gentle 10 or a $20,000 rise from there. 760 or 770 to call it back into your favour now. Bids at $750,000 vendor bid, just to give me that opening bid, that opening salvo into the play. Bids at 750 the call. At 750,000, is there any further rise and advance there and above? 750 vendor bid, 760 to call it back into your favour, or 770 if you like. It's at $750,000. The old saying in property, and it does ring true. To buy it, just need to put in a bid. All I can do is encourage you. Point out the salient features. Neat as a pin, fresh as a daisy, freshly renovated, basically like buying a brand new house. $750,000 is the opening bid. It's a vendor bid, 750 the call. At 750,000, is there any further rise and advance there and above here this afternoon? 750 is the call, 750 the bid. I'll call it down and give it 3 chances. Vendor bid at $750,000. First time a call at 750 the call now. Second time of call. Is there any further rise in advance above that vendor bid to start me away here this afternoon at 750? Third, final, 760 or 70, could we say? 60. There we go, at $760,000. Welcome to the bidding, Sarah Madam. It's into your favour and giving you the best chance to buy here this afternoon. 760 in your favour. Another 10 if you like to call it back at 770. It's at 760 now. At $760,000. Bids to my left, just to your right. It's at 760. The bid, 760,000. Sir, Madam, wishing you all the very best in your buying endeavours here this afternoon. 760 is there in front at 760, 770 or 80 to call it back into your favour, or maybe even push it that little bit higher to give yourself a good chance. 760's there. Once again, let's call it. 760's the bid in front on the first bidder against the vendor bid at 750. 760 there now. First time a call at 760,000 in front. 770 to call it back, could we say? Second time of call. In front now, it's at 760,000. Here to sell it this afternoon at 760. Are you sure? Done. Could we say 770 to call it back into your favour? 770's there on the third. Final. 760, 770, vendor bid at $770,000 just to keep us nudging forward. Could we say 780 to call it back into your favour? 770 is the vendor bid just in advance of your bid just before it's 760. 770 is the call now. Perhaps 780 to call it back into your favour. 780, could we say? 770 is the bid at $770,000. 641 square metres of prime Rowville real estate. Large 4-bedroom house. Fresh 780. There we go. 780,000. There we go. Back in front. 780's the call. Not that much further to go from here. 780's the bid. It's right there now. 780's the call. 10 seems to be the pattern. 790 could we say? At 780,000 in front. Here's your chance to buy. Bid and buy. 780's the call. At $780,000. The one bid was done far. 780 is in front. 780, 790 could we say? 790 we are seeking. It's at 780,000. You've studied the comparable sales. $780,000. Bids right there. It's in front. I'll call it down. 780's the call. Come back into the bidding at 790, could we say? 780's in front at 780,000. Here we go. First time into your favour. Here to sell it at $780,000. 790, could we call it back into your favour? Second time of call. It's at 780,000 in your favour now. At 780,000. 90, could we say? Third final. Are we done? Sure. At $780,000. I'm going to take 790 now, vendor bid. Last one for me here this afternoon. I'm going to encourage you back into the bidding at 800, can we say? That's me done on behalf of the vendor here this afternoon. 790,000. I'm going to level it out there. We're looking for an offer above that here this afternoon. Can we say 800,000 to call it back into your favour? 790, that's me done on behalf of the vendor. 790 is the vendor bid. At 790,000, seeking 800. At 800,000, could we call it back into your favour? Sir and madam, 800, could we say? 790 is the bid. I'm done on behalf of the vendor. Cannot make that any more clear here this afternoon. 790, could we say 800 to call it back into your favour? 8, could we say? 790 vendor bid. 800,000 to call it back into your favour. That's me done on behalf of the vendor. I've really emphasised that. 800,000 to call it back. 790 is the bid. At 790, 1,000 now. $790's the call. 800,000, Sarah Madam, to give yourself a chance to purchase. 800,000 to call it back. 790's the bid. You've seen the call. 95, 795, and 795,000. I'll open up to the rest of you on $5,000 increments to make it that little bit easier. 795,000 is your bid in front now. 795 is the call. 800 or 805 to call it back in your favour at 795. At $795,000 in front into your favour. I'm done. On behalf of the seller, it's at $795,000. It's there against the rest. 795. Can I see 5 or 10 at 800 or 805? 795 is there now. 141 square metres, prime allotment, 4-bedroom, low maintenance. All the refurbishment is done. Like buying brand new. 795 is there, calling it, giving it 3 chances. Bids now at $795,000. First time of call, 795 in front. At $795,000, here to sell it now. Second time of call. $795,000. Are we done? Finished? Are we sure? At $795,000. Bids now in front. $795 is the call. Just going to pause it. $795 is in your favour. We'll just seek instructions. $795 is there. Thanks everyone for bearing with me there. When we take a pause like that, we do need it. Sir and madam, confirming your bid is there in front at $795,000. Good news, our reserve price, which was already very, very good, has been lowered. Really not that much further to go thereafter. So, sir and madam, it's into your favour at $795,000, but we are just under, literally just under instructions at this point in time. I'm going to reopen it to all of our other interested parties here this afternoon. All I can do is encourage you into the bidding. Can I see a bid of 800 or 805 to give yourself that chance to purchase under the hammer here and now? 795 is the bid, not that much further to go there and above. 795, seeking a bid from you at 800 or 805. 795 we have. It's into your favour, sir and madam, to make that very, very clear. Give you a chance to think about it, pause, reflect. 795 is the bid. 800,000 could we say? Or 805, even 810. Break it into a $5,000 bid increase to make it that bit easier if you like to do so. 795 is in front. 800,000 back into your favour. All you need to do is call out the bid. You never know, you might buy it on the next bid. Never know when a bidder's had their last. 795 is in front now. 795 is the bid at 795,000. It's into your favour, sir and madam. Could we call it back in your favour at 800? 795 there and now. 795 is the bid in front at 795. Conditional interest is cheering, sir. Not everyone can bid on an unconditional basis. Very appreciative of that. 795 cash, unconditional, in front. At 795,000, I'll call it down. Once again, giving it the 3 chances, just under instructions, but really not that much further to go. There and above, at 795 is the bid. First time a call, Sarah Madam holding the bid at 795. Another 5 to call it back into your favour at $800,000 at $795. There and in front now. Second time of call. At 795,000 now for the third. Finally, we sure done, finished. 800,000 to tempt you into the bidding. I'll pause it again. 795, won't be too long. Thanks everyone. I know that was a lengthy pause there. So, sir and madam, as you well know, you still hold the bid. It's into your favour. It's at $795,000. As I emphasised to you just that little bit earlier, we are close to the vendor's reserve price. Very, very close, but we're not quite there yet. Once again, I'm just going to seek to see if I can see another bid from buyers here this afternoon. Otherwise, we will go into that post-auction period. We are very confident that a sold sticker will be on that signboard very, very soon. Post-auction to buyers. Here is your chance, here and now. $7.95 is the bid. It's with the highest bidder, and they will have that first right to negotiate with the seller at the seller's lowered reserve price, which isn't far away. Bidders, buyers, here's your chance. Could I see a bid from you at $800,000 or $805? $7.95 is in their favour. Here's your chance. Give you a chance to have a think about it. Pause, reflect. You've seen the range, you've seen the comparable sales, you've admired the home. Love the location. $7.95 is the bid. All I can do is encourage you. $7.95 is there. In Sir and Madam's favour, $800,000 to call it back. In your favour, we won't dwell. I'll give you every chance though to put in a bid. First time a call in their favour at $7.95. Are we sure? Bids now at $795,000 now. Second time of call, $800,000. One last chance to call it back into your favour and give yourself that chance to buy. $7.95 is in their favour now. Third, final, are we sure? Leave it in your favour. Sir and Madam, at $795,000 passed into you, that does give you the first right to negotiate with the seller at the seller's reserve price. All the very best of you to you. If that's not immediately met though, we are then free to deal with any other party who does have an interest in this property on an unconditional or indeed a conditional basis. As I said, we are very confident this property will be sold. If not this afternoon, very, very soon, post-auction. Best of luck in your buying endeavours on behalf of the team at Harcourts Mount Waverley. Thanks for coming and all the best for your weekend. Thanks everyone. Ta.